Imagine a college sophomore, juggling classes and caffeine, who decides to tackle one of the biggest bottlenecks in digital media, creating high-quality content at scale. In 2022, that student launched SynthAI, an AI-driven platform promising to generate articles, videos, and graphics in seconds. The vision was simple yet daring: use cutting-edge language models to democratize creativity for anyone with an internet connection. Within weeks, a prototype could rewrite a 500-word blog post in under a minute, sparking curiosity among fellow students. But could a lone coder really compete with tech giants? This is where the story begins, and where we ask, what does it take for a dorm room idea to become a global AI powerhouse? The duo behind NeuroNest, Maya Patel, a bioengineer with a passion for data, and Luis Gomez, a machine learning prodigy, combined complementary expertise to bridge the gap between AI theory and clinical practice. Maya's experience in clinical trials taught her the pain points doctors face daily, while Luis had already built award-winning generative models during his internship at a leading AI lab. Their partnership illustrates a core lesson: interdisciplinary collaboration fuels breakthrough innovation. By the end of their sophomore year, they secured a modest grant, giving them the runway to build a proof of concept that would soon attract the attention of investors and physicians alike. To validate the concept, the founders entered the 2023 AI Innovation Challenge, a 48-hour hackathon that attracted investors, engineers, and media scouts. Within the deadline, they built a functional demo that could generate a complete Instagram carousel in under 30 seconds, complete with captions and hashtags optimized for engagement. Judges were impressed by the model's BLEU score of 0.78, surpassing industry benchmarks. The demo attracted a seed investment of $250,000 from an angel network focused on creative tech. This infusion allowed the team to hire 2 senior ML engineers and secure access to a GPU cloud cluster. The prototype's success proved that a small, focused team could produce a product with measurable market potential, turning curiosity into capital. The breakthrough came when the engineering team re-engineered the transformer architecture to reduce inference latency by 60% without sacrificing quality. By introducing a novel sparse attention mechanism, they cut the number of floating point operations per token, enabling real-time generation on consumer-grade GPUs. Benchmarks showed a 2.5 times speedup compared to baseline GPT-3 models, while maintaining a content relevance score above 90%. This technical leap unlocked the ability to serve thousands of concurrent users, a prerequisite for scaling beyond the prototype stage. Moreover, the team open-sourced the attention module, fostering community contributions that further refined performance. This moment marked the transition from a promising demo to a viable, production-ready AI engine. Technical prowess alone wasn't enough. The founders recognized early that ethical AI would be a make-or-break factor. They instituted a bias mitigation pipeline that audited training data for gender, racial, and cultural representation, using a combination of statistical parity checks and human-in-the-loop reviews. The model's outputs were evaluated with the Perspective API, achieving a 30% reduction in toxic language compared to industry averages. Additionally, SynthAI introduced transparent usage policies and gave creators the ability to flag and retrain problematic content. This proactive stance not only built trust with early adopters, but also positioned the startup as a responsible player in a space where regulatory scrutiny is tightening worldwide. Armed with a robust, ethically aligned engine, SynthAI launched its beta in early 2024, attracting 12,000 creators within the first month. User engagement metrics showed a 3.2 times increase in content output and a 45% lift in audience retention. Impressed by these numbers, a venture capital firm led a $8 million Series A round, citing the startup's unique blend of speed, quality, and responsible AI. The funding enabled expansion into European and Asian markets, hiring of a sales team, and partnership with a major social media platform for API integration. By Q3, SynthAI processed over 10 million content requests daily, cementing its status as a fast-growing player in the AI-generated media ecosystem. One standout case study came from a boutique fashion brand that struggled to keep up with weekly lookbook releases. Using SynthAI, the brand generated a full visual and copy package in under 2 hours, cutting production costs by 70%. The resulting campaign boosted online sales by 28% during its launch week. Another example featured a tech podcast that leveraged AI-crafted episode summaries, increasing listener retention by 15%. These real-world successes demonstrated product-market fit beyond vanity metrics, showing tangible ROI for diverse creators. The pattern was clear. When AI removes repetitive grunt work, creators can focus on strategy and storytelling, amplifying both efficiency and impact. Scaling from thousands to millions of requests required a shift to edge computing and microservice architecture. SynthAI migrated its inference workloads to a globally distributed network of GPU-accelerated edge nodes, slashing average response time from 800 milliseconds to 210 milliseconds for users in Asia and Europe. Auto-scaling Kubernetes clusters ensured zero downtime during traffic spikes, while a robust observability stack provided instant alerts on latency anomalies. These infrastructure upgrades not only improved user experience, but also reduced operational costs by 35% through efficient resource allocation. The engineering feat underscored a core lesson. Sustainable AI growth hinges on marrying algorithmic excellence with resilient, low-latency infrastructure. The impact of SynthAI quickly rippled through the creator economy. Across its user base, average weekly content volume rose from 3 pieces to 9, a threefold increase that translated into a collective $120 million uplift in ad revenue during the first 6 months of 2025. Surveys revealed that 84% of users felt more confident experimenting with new formats, knowing the AI could handle the heavy lifting. Moreover, the platform's multilingual generation capability opened doors for creators in emerging markets, expanding global reach by 42%. These outcomes illustrate how a well-engineered AI can act as a catalyst, amplifying human creativity and driving economic value at scale. SynthAI's success sparked a wave of imitation and collaboration across the industry. Within a year, 5 new startups launched specialized AI tools for podcast scripting, short-form video editing, and interactive storytelling, each citing SynthAI's open-source attention module as inspiration. Established media giants began integrating SynthAI's API into their content pipelines, reducing turnaround times for news articles by 40%. The ecosystem effect demonstrates a virtuous cycle. Breakthroughs lower entry barriers, encouraging more innovators, which in turn fuels further advancement. For aspiring founders, the takeaway is clear. Building on open, responsible AI foundations can accelerate both personal success and collective progress. Looking ahead, SynthAI is already charting the next frontier. Multimodal generation that seamlessly blends text, audio, video, and 3D assets in a single workflow. Early experiments with diffusion models suggest creators could produce a full-length animated short from a script in under an hour. The roadmap also includes adaptive personalization engines that learn a brand's voice in real time, further reducing manual oversight. As regulatory frameworks evolve, SynthAI plans to embed provenance metadata, ensuring every piece of AI-generated content can be traced and audited. This forward-thinking approach positions the startup not just as a tool, but as a steward of the future of creative AI. SynthAI's journey from a dorm room prototype to a global platform offers 3 actionable lessons for aspiring AI founders. First, identify a tangible pain point backed by market data. Second, embed ethical safeguards early to build trust. And third, pair algorithmic innovation with scalable infrastructure. If you're passionate about solving real problems with AI, start small, iterate fast, and never underestimate the power of community feedback. Subscribe to AI Startup Stories for more deep dives into groundbreaking ventures, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next chapter of innovation. Your breakthrough could be the next story we tell, so go build, experiment, and let the future unfold.